Hello, everyone. A lot of you have jumped right in and have gotten to know a little bit about our website on My Open Math and how it works and when things are due, but some of you are still confused, and that's okay. So I just wanted to kind of give you a little tour of what's going on here. So when you log into My Open Math, this is the first thing you see. And one of the most important things that you see that's toward the bottom here, but I'll scroll up a little bit, is your calendar. And so the calendar is the most important piece of this course because as we're going along, everything that is due that needs to be done will appear on this calendar. Now, this calendar is not imported into Blackboard. You absolutely have to check this calendar on a daily basis or take the time to write out some of the calendar items by hand so that you can check your paper each day. You notice that in a lot of cases, I have videos due on Sunday. I'm pretty sure that continues throughout most of the course. On Monday is when we have discussions and writings. On Wednesday is when homework is due, and on Fridays is when the online tests are due. If you're on the website now while I'm talking through this, we can go to the next part of the month and it will show a little bit more. Not a lot because not everything is open for you to complete at this time. However, you could see again Sunday videos, Monday discussion, and this time it's a little bit different. I do have a writing assignment due on Tuesday so that you didn't have to do those all on that one day. And then Wednesday homework, and I think just that Friday in March is not quite open yet. And then later on we have our spring break. So like I said, there's not everything is open in the course, and that's because we want to make sure you're not completely overwhelmed with everything that you see. But let's scroll to the end of the course just to see where we're going to end up. At the end of the course, the final exam will be given on the 16th, 17th, 18th, and 19th. You will be able to access that on Blackboard. That's the only thing we do on Blackboard other than my announcements from week to week. Okay, so that's one way to access all of our stuff. You could also click up here on the top. That'll give you the bigger calendar there. So, for example, the other day on Wednesday, Unit R homework was due. Now, the difference between my account and your account is subtle because I'm showing you the student account from the teacher's perspective. Now, on your account, when you go to Wednesday, you see that it's grayed out. That means in this case that it is overdue. Now, on Wednesday, since that's overdue, you want to use a late pass. And so down here, I think it's after the due time, you have the late pass option. So you can click late pass here. I can't do that again. It's because I'm on the pro. Now, you'll also notice that the tests are grayed out. And so let's look at what's going on there. So on the test that is due today, it says that the prerequisite is that you have a 75 or better on the Unit R online homework. So you absolutely need to complete this homework with Unit R with a grade of 75 or better for that Unit R test to unlock and open up. Now, each of these items, the homework and the test, the homework and the test, the homework and the test, for all of these units, you want to write down the work that you need to show on paper, and you want to text that paper to me on Microsoft Teams. We don't have a team, we have a chat session that's private between me and each student to text me pictures of that work. Now, it is obvious that sometimes there is no work to show. So in that case, That's understandable. You wouldn't need to show work on a certain problem. But if you're solving an equation, if you're doing PEMDAS, you're absolutely going to need to show work. And so you want to show that and send that to me, right? So that's for those two assignments there. And each of those assignments, you have the option of using a 4-day late pass. So for example, that homework R was due on Wednesday. If you use your 4-day late pass, you'll see this homework move to 4 days later. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it will move to Sunday the 16th. And then you could also move your test to well, you could use it Sunday, that'll be 2 days later, but it'll also move to Tuesday. We also have videos. Okay, so the videos, what you want to do with those is you want to watch those and you want to then transcribe those notes into the workbook that you have purchased through the Housatonic bookstore and use those notes to help you with homework and to help you with the test. So you want to do those notes. You are not required to do the U-Try. You are not required to do the practice problems or the assessment that is in your workbook. Are they good practice? Absolutely. So you're welcome to do those things. They're just not required. You do not need to send me photos of your videos. Okay, so don't send those. That's too much work. I'm going to assume because you have clicked those boxes saying that you have watched those videos, that you have actually watched them and you have written those down. So that's a little bit of a trust thing. For the discussions and the writing assignments, those also most of the time have late passes on the post and the reply. If for whatever reason I forgot to adjust that, just please let me know. I have no problem adjusting that. I think I did forget to adjust some of those late passes on the, so that's my fault. So just let me know if I just forgot to do one of them. Okay. And that is essentially it for the course. You want to just follow what's due when it's due. Now, there's other things you can have access to and different ways of accessing those things. And so most of the time, um, everything you see on the calendar is also located in whatever week that we're on. So you can see that we are now just beginning week 4, and our online test is due today. And then Sunday, we have our Unit 1 lessons, video lessons, and then our writing assignment, and then our online homework. And you see that late passes are allowed on the writing assignments and the homeworks and the video lessons. Now, the video lessons, you have an unlimited use of the late passes. You can use as many as you want on those. You will not run out of late passes, so don't worry about that. I'll just keep adding more. If you need more, just message me and I will add more. It's not a big deal. I usually add about 60 at the beginning of the course, and then after a few weeks, I add more. But if I don't do that, just remind me. It's not a big deal at all. You can also access questions for the in this forum here, and all of those questions will go out to all of everyone in the class. So that's, that's okay because you can ask each other questions about certain things and um, get help from one another. Not a big deal at all. If you want to privately message me, you'll come over here in messages and message me that way, or again, message me through Teams chat. We also have course materials and resources. This is where our syllabus is located. This is where if you wanted to print out the workbook instead of purchasing it, you could do that. Some students don't print it out. What they'll do is some have an iPad and they'll write in their iPad uh, on notability and those kinds of things instead of purchasing the workbook. That's perfectly fine by me. Whatever works for you. I need to change the link for the Academic Support Center, so stay tuned for that. Since changing our website, I'm just received an email about how that is available to you all now because it is not through that link. I personally use the Desmos online calculator as opposed to other calculators. I also have it downloaded to my phone for easy access that way. So it's perfectly fine to use that online calculator. You can also purchase any of these calculators here for a handheld calculator. I wouldn't I wouldn't suggest using the phone that is built into your calculator. It is or into your I wouldn't suggest using the calculator built into your phone because it is not the best one. So that's why I say download a special Desmos calculator there. And that is pretty much it. If you have any other questions, please let me know.